Hi guys, I am trying to do really interesting series this month. As you notice, I did Gypsy and I did monthlies because we are going into this Mercury Retrograde. So check my Mercury Retrograde video. I'm going to put it somewhere in the corner if I remember, and if not, just cruise my channel. I just post it on the same day. And I figured, because many of you will want to know if their X is coming back. So here is the X series here. X series is still, I guess, on a special. It's not $65, it is still $50, so take advantage of it. Check me on cattarot.ca, www.cattarot.ca. And I also have a speed up promotion, so you get it within a week. So it's a good time to kind of grab it. And also, whatever it is, a general reading here doesn't have to be you. So that's a good news or bad news depending on what the reading is. I am using these cards. They are from a different deck. I have the same cards in this deck. For example, these are just the titles of the book, and they are kind of signifying to me the category. It took me quite a few years to develop the concept that actually works, that I can actually really securely say the answer. So this category here is going to tell me really everything that is going on for you as a couple. This is going to tell me everything that is ungluing you as a couple. So here I'm going to be able to know if your relationship is ever if there is a possibility for ever making it. I'm using the fire here for dating because Queen of Wands and Knight of Wands, whether you're like girl to girl, boy and boy, maybe you should use woman to woman to be politically correct, and I hate being politically correct. And the energies and communication in between. The reason why I'm using Wands is, one, I'm rule breaker. I'm Aquarius, and I don't like to follow things, especially when they don't make sense. So astrology and tarot can be linked together. It does make sense, but when we are dating, we all shift initially, and even when we kind of reunite with someone, we don't go immediately, okay, thanks for coming, I'm going to just sit on a couch and finish my movie. No, we don't go to our regular mode. We are into this dating mode, and that is action, that is fire. So that's why I'm using fire. And these two categories are going to really tell me about the outcome. One, if this is in your best interest, if karma really wants you to do that, and really what is the next step and how is this going to progress. So now when you have this common introduction, please don't ask me why do I have the same cards everywhere, because each and every time it happens. So I was really quick with this, and I'm going to go and start with the reading for each sign. So let's go. Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your Mercury Retrograde. March and April is your X coming back. This actually is very interesting. It has been some kind of case of juggling two people, two circumstances, between being with somebody and not being with somebody, and somebody pulled behind, somebody just clamped up. One person here is definitely trying to be very exuberant and out there, and another one is trying to work on taking their walls down. But this is saying that the way it was not productive, and it had to come to an end. It kind of this particular relationship had to work and has to work if it's to continue on a much different level, or sort of really focusing, and kind of avoidance of the problem was the case. Look at this fellow over here. Look at this fellow. He's holding his hands closed over here and holding this pentacle. It's almost like the shield. He doesn't want the bullet get through it, right? So somebody feels like somebody dodged the bullet over here in this situation. It's a lots of suspicious energy that I see over here, lots of kind of inability to open up, inability to kind of like move forward. One partner, the one who probably wants the sex back, it's almost not capable of understanding of all these little kind of like currents, underwater currents that are going, that are so strong. It's just kind of weird. But something did happen. Maybe this partner is not aware of all these kind of influences that have been happening, and somebody debating, or maybe it is you who debated in the past, and maybe now you want to move forward with feeling, okay, so whatever it was, we have to bury because certain things didn't work, and let's kind of create something better. Let's create this relationship 2.0. Oh boy, you have the third two. Look at this, 2, 2, and 2. Twos are like sitting on the fence. It's, where do I go from here, right? Look at him. Like one is bolted over here, something old, something stable, but something new. And this is not the globe. This is, he's wondering, what kind of world can I build in for the two of us, right? And look, and this one person is building, another person takes it and then juggles it. And this is, I guess, the key and the crux of the issue over here. Boy, the devil, the high priestess and the devil, what a weird combination. I don't remember the last time I have seen this together, both reversed. When the high priestess is reversed, she is, it's definitely going inside. She's kind of like trying to get to certain circumstances. This is happening all in this category of things that needs to be glued between the two of you guys. It was a secrecy and it was cheating, I would say, or the exes were coming and crawling back to the surface and demanding their time, the space, and hence somebody was like always sitting on the fence, not knowing in which direction to go. Somebody really pulled strong strings. If this is you guys, then I would assume that you feel tremendous pull toward this person. And this a card I consider codependency card. I consider with this card you really have to look in yourself if you really need this person, or you need to fit something in yourself. Because, you know, what was this? Jerry Maguire, you complete me. Oh boy, this is a horrible way of approaching relationships, because it's basically assuming you're incomplete. The key is 9s in these readings that tells us you need to be fully complete in order to go with somebody else, because only then 1 + 1 makes 3. It makes you stronger. Up to that point, there are a whole bunch of karmic relationships where we are catching up with the lessons, and we are at best making 1 + 1 is 2, but at worst we make 1 + 1 is 0, because we sort of like really push and pull each other in different directions. There is like this card of sneakery, of cheating, of betrayal, but it is reversed. So it's good that somebody, I think you Capricorn, reaching that aha moment. It's, oh my gosh, this person has such a big pull on me. And I don't know, look here, it's wondering where do I go from here, and he's saying, well, you know what, maybe I should just go back home. I should pack up. Maybe this is not meant for me. Yeah, but that's exactly what happened, because the other person is getting complete anxiety and devastation. It almost like feels like that one person is going to tell another person, yeah, you know, I think I'm ready, I want to go. Or if this relationship is still dangling, is still sitting on the fence, because one person is really so hopeful, and it could be that there is a family unit as well, but it's just kind of like in a weird way kind of come to some kind of like really total confusion. And be very careful, because these, and you're Capricorn and this is your card being out of balance, and look at this, you have fire and you have air, and this is not your element. Mercury retrograde is messing up communications, so things can be misconstrued very much, and hence create issues on both ends. You see, Ace of Cups is there, so karma is saying, yeah, you know what, you guys do have the spark in between. You kind of like still have it somewhere, but something needs to be healed for the spark to come to the surface, and somebody's still dealing with some kind of buried demons and something that is still not sitting right. And I would say it is you guys. I would say still kind of like looking at things and trying to figure out what went wrong. There is like this huge enormous duality in this particular reading that kind of like shows everybody going in so many different directions. So now we have another 6. So there is like absolutely a soulmate person, but the problem with the soulmate is that the soulmate, I still don't see that this is a karmic soulmate, but I think the soulmate told you lots of things that you wanted to hear, but these things were lies, and hence look, you have another 2. It is, oh my god, my ex is back, or oh my god, what will I do if my ex comes back? It's literally kind of like freak out thing. But this is kind of interesting. It's going from 9 to 1, so it is slightly switching to a new phase. And if it doesn't, look at that. Look at how many dark cards you have. You have the High Priestess, which is half dark. You have the Death. You have the Devil. You have the Tower. You have 9 of Swords. You're missing 1. You're missing 10 of Swords. So the Tower shows up when things are not built properly, which clearly they are not built properly over here. Clearly there are issues. There are issues with decision making. Every direction seems to be wrong, and everybody's waiting the other one to pull the trigger. And yet everybody is like fearing that the other one will pull the trigger. So this is basically pulling the rug under your feet and saying you have to start from the beginning. Here it's giving you a choice to rebuild and to transform, and it was no, I don't know, not ready, or kind of like half ready. But here somebody's losing enthusiasm about this completely. And somebody else might be showing up over here. Somebody else might be actually bringing this new cup of love here. So now this is kind of like making sense that maybe somebody else's solution. That's right. There will be no second chances, guys. It kind of like feels finally that there is like some kind of decision getting reached in the situation. And let me see, just like one more line. Yeah, look at this. The soulmate card reversed. And so finally we have all the 2s, right? 2, 2, 2, 2. But we also have the High Priestess. Yeah, you know what? Oh boy. Look at the swords. Look at the swords going. Yeah, absolutely. I'm meeting somebody else, guys. I know this is not what you wanted to hear in this reading. In this reading, you wanted to hear that your ex is coming back, or that the ex is going to come and chase after you. But okay, so let's feed your ego. We all need it from time to time. We have the 6 of Cups over here. 6 of Cups, and we have 2 of Cups. They're really remembering you as a really, really important person. That's going to be one of those relationships that will be remembered. When they think about you, they think like a butterfly, like almost like the teenager love, where you anticipate every breath, every letter. And that's kind of like the feeling about that, right? But because of things that happen, because of possible third party, it could be even the 4th party, because look at this, I have these 2 kings over here. So I don't know, it could be 2 kings. We have the Devil, we have the High Priestess. It was just like too many cooks that spoiled the broth over here. It's getting to the point that, look at this, sword, 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 sword. Kind of like, look, we have only 2 blindfolded people in this entire deck, and they're both here. This one is losing her patience about making this decision. She has to make one, and that's where she's making it over here. This one here also is blindfolded, doesn't want to see things in front of her. Still, this is what we do when we live in fear, when we live in denial, and we kind of somehow figure out things will work out. this is coming here for a reason. This is coming here to kind of like shake us up, that we have to continue, that we have something to accomplish in this life, that there is a time for us to go to the next stage, whatever that next stage is. It is just like literally knocking on our door. And we are finally cutting this cord. We are finally cutting this soulmate cord. Is this a karmic soulmate? Yeah, you have this one karma card. It is a karmic soulmate. How many sixes do we have? We have 2. Yeah, good enough. Usually I like to see 3. Oh, there it is. The third one is here. I like to see 3 sixes, because 3 sixes are definitely showing up. You know, like this 1112222. I'll be releasing the new video on my other channel with that. And when 666 show up, it is definitely saying you're out of balance. It's definitely asking you to nurture yourself. So I think this other person is sort of like already traversing towards something else. This is my bridge over troubled waters card, kind of saying, look, I don't know, I have to go elsewhere. They lost a passion and enthusiasm for this, and they are moving to a new stage of their lives without the second chance. And then there will be new offers, there will be new possibilities in one of these people's lives. Another one is still kind of like feeling a little stuck in the situation. So some of you experience this stronger, and most likely it's you, Capricorn. So you should probably check your karmic contract, your Akashic records. I can do that with my karma reading. Check it on my site. The other person is also had this, because this is right in between the two. It also was a karmic, but you wrote them in. You needed this to shake you up. Actually, it could be simultaneous, because look at these cards. Look at this in between the two of you. You are like really, really shaken, both of you, back and forth in this relationship. But you, Capricorn, have been a tidbit more. I have to tell you this. So guys, this is a general reading, so it doesn't have to be you whatsoever. This is on a special, and now you can even take advantage of my speed up specials. On top of this just being $50 and not $65, you can also get this like within a week for the regular reading, because the regular is upgraded to rush. Check it out on my website. Check specials on www.cattarot.ca. Also, please join my Facebook and Instagram. And until the next time, I love you, Capricorn. Thank you very much for being here. And lastly, please subscribe to get my live notifications. Please like and share. That means a world to me. And your comments, always enjoy reading them, because I learn about your situations and I send you really good energy back, and hopefully you heal faster. All the best. Love you.